With so many games about saving the world single-handed, you'd normally be grateful for the company of an AI companion character. But not in the case of these characters, all of whom have the self-preservation instinct of a lemming. If there's a bullet, or a zombie, or an asteroid, they're going to put their face right in front of it. And we'd let them, if their survival wasn't totally mission critical. Consider these companion characters who prove that two heads can be much, much worse than one.
Natalya Simonova from GoldenEye is a level 2 programmer on missile guidance systems for the Russian Space Forces, so you'd expect her to be a pretty bright spark. I mean, it's not like she's a level 1 programmer. Am I right, level 2 and above programmers? That's why when I'm tasked with escorting her out of the bunker level, or the archives level, or the jungle level, or the control level, I get a wee bit frustrated when she doesn't have the smarts to stay out of the firefight. What's more, it's one thing to wander into enemy fire, it's another thing to waltz directly in front of the barrel of my gun when I'm trying to shoot those same enemies. Natalya, I've got this suave secret agent thing going on and your repeated deaths are sort of ruining that for me. Could you not?
You alright?
I'm fine! Leave me alone!
Ashley, wait!
When you're growing up as the daughter of the President of the United States and have Secret Service agents looking after you 24/7, it's probably pretty easy to lose your sense of self-preservation. That's the only explanation I can think of for Ashley Graham from Resident Evil 4, who gets kidnapped and carried off by sinister enemies on average once every 3 minutes. She gets kidnapped so often she lists her permanent address as over the shoulder of a cultist. Her main hobbies are ineffectual flailing, shouting "Leon!" and Stockholm Syndrome.
Leon! Help!
How are you supposed to protect someone this dedicated to getting kidnapped? Any ideas, Leon?
Help! Leon! Help!
You know what, guys? You keep her.
I'm sorry if I was...
Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, let's move on.
Walking a dog. How hard can that be? Pretty hard when that dog starts walking and refuses to stop walking until it falls down a bottomless pit or is strangled by a mysterious space tentacle. Alright, you can slow down Peter the puppy from Earthworm Jim by firing wildly into the air above his head, say during one of those freak meteor showers that keeps occurring on your route to the doggy park. But eventually, you're going to run out of ammo and he's going to start bouncing merrily along again. We want to keep Peter safe, not just because we're firm believers in animal welfare, but also because when we fail, he turns into a slavering carnivorous mutant with a taste for worm flesh. You know, saying all this, I'm not sure why I agreed to babysit for him in Earthworm Jim 2.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Dear God, what's happened here? Amy, stick close to me.
The eponymous Amy of survival horror title Amy is a gifted little girl. She is immune to the zombie plague that's turned everyone else into the shuffly, veiny undead, and she's got psychic powers for evading those same ghouls or for chucking them around. And yet, it's all for nothing because she's a tiny idiot who needs constant adult supervision.
I'm so proud of you, Amy. You did it!
It's your job to shepherd this miracle child through an entire game, and yet even if you stash Amy in a safe hiding spot, as soon as she's bored of being safe and unmurdered, she'll come running for you through a pack of zombies, starting an undead conga line that leads straight to you. What's the matter? You want some crayons? Maybe a juice box? Oh, too bad, Amy, because now we're both dead. Amy.
I'm sure the conscious mind of Lee from 1993 Amiga game Sleepwalker grasps the concept of self-preservation. The problem is, it's his unconscious mind that's in charge, and his unconscious mind wants to dive out of a 13th story window and go for a stroll. Your job as Lee's faithful mutt Ralph is to herd him back into his bedroom with a combination of physical restraint and well-timed boots to the tuchus. Potential threats include traffic, giant snakes, and electric nuclear waste? And while Ralph himself is basically invulnerable, he clearly believes that urban myth about waking up a sleepwalker giving them a heart attack, because if Lee wakes up, you lose a life. Hey, don't blame the dog. It's not like Google was invented in 1993. Also, he is a dog. They're pretty gullible.
Look, you want to do something other than just shadowing me everywhere? Why don't you come along and show me if you're any use?
I might just do that. The name's Lance, by the way.
I get what Lance Vance in Vice City is going for, the whole 1980s Miami Vice thing, right? Crockett and Tubbs, best buddies, pastel suits with the sleeves rolled up. The thing is, the partnership in Miami Vice worked because neither of them was a complete liability. Any mission Lance attends immediately becomes 8 times more difficult, with him sprinting around like a witless bullet sponge. Aiming is already hard enough in the old Grand Theft Auto games.
Don't worry, I got you covered.
The worst part is you can't even ditch him to fend for himself or let him run off into the distance. Stray too far and the game tells you off on his behalf. Stop encouraging him! Then he goes and gets captured because he's an idiot, and you have to go and save him from a junkyard firefight before his tiny health bar runs out. Gee, the only way this could be worse would be if he double-crossed us in the final mission and we had to hunt him down and kill him ourselves, which, spoiler alert, he totally does.
But I know one day I'm gonna save your ass, and you're probably gonna want to kiss me.
Statistically unlikely.
All right. Monroe's headed for the cafe. Watch for him on the second floor patio.
Finally, meet Morris Monroe of No One Lives Forever, who's an NPC rather than a permanent companion character, and thank God for that. See, he's a US diplomat targeted for assassination by terrorist outfit Harm. He's also hard of hearing and hard of seeing.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for beggars.
Nice guy. So when you're assigned to discreet protection duty for Monroe in a Moroccan level with more snipers than a Call of Duty deathmatch, he wanders around all casual, failing to see or hear any of the hitmen or their sniper shots.
To your left, on the far balcony.
It's up to you to pick off the baddies with a sniper rifle of your own, while Mr. Too Cool to Wear Glasses stumbles around and berates what he thinks are boozy locals, but are actually the corpses of his would-be assassins.
Scum!
Super nice guy. Such is Monroe's death wish that he mistakes the sounds of empty shells hitting the floor for someone dropping a precious coin, which he wants for himself because the US Embassy apparently doesn't pay enough for hearing tests.
There must be a hole in my pocket.
Well, at least you've protected American democracy abroad. Now he'll probably go on to negotiate a historic peace treaty with a hostile nation.
Down.
Why do I even bother?
Where
Coming around the
are
building.
you pesky little dime?
So there you go, some deeply dense AI characters who require more hand-holding than Ring a Ring of Roses. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And, look, sorry, I've got to go. I'm supposed to be looking after Andy and Jane. Guys, what are you doing?
Mike, help! Ow!
Mike, help! You're not helping.
Oh hey, while you're here, how about watching another video that is a bit like this video in our lovely playlist full of videos that are a bit like this video, but not this video. It's medically recommended to watch at least 2 Outside Xbox videos. People who only watch one have been proven to 100% go on to die eventually at some point in the future, so get on that stuff. If you want something different, we also have a weekly show that goes out every Friday called Show of the Week, and you can watch an archive of all the previous episodes there. It's good to get caught up. There's hundreds of them. So get on with that, have a nice cup of tea. Any brand will do. We're not affiliated with any particular energy drink, unlike some YouTubers. And we'll see you next time. Bye.